Growing up on her family's dairy farm in Pennsylvania's Amish country, Kathy Smoker loved playing outdoors. She seemed happy and carefree, but she was keeping a secret she dared not tell anyone.
I was being sexually abused as a child. My abuser stalked me, and he was over on the farm almost daily. It was a very close neighbor.
Kathy doesn't remember when the abuse started, but she remembers how it made her feel.
I was scared all the time, just terrified. You know, it got to the point where I didn't want to go outside alone because if he was over, he would find me. And so I was always looking over my shoulders. Anxiety and fear and a lot of confusion.
Kathy tried hiding, but the man always found her. He convinced her that what he was doing was okay.
I really completely accepted it, and I completely believed it was the truth. I would look at other kids and I'd be like, well, you know, we're all in the same boat.
Deep down, she knew it was wrong. Out of fear, she told no one, and the abuse lasted for years. It didn't stop until she was 14 when her family moved away. By then, her self-worth was shattered.
Well, as a teenager, I had just an extreme amount of anger and self-loathing. I really did have a lot going on for myself, but I didn't see it. Couldn't see it. Couldn't see anything good in myself.
She was also overwhelmed with fear.
I was afraid somebody would abuse me again. I was afraid of getting killed. I was afraid of men, not all, but some. And I always had this fear that somebody was stalking me.
When she was 18, she left home and moved in with a friend. Despite her Amish background, she had never accepted Christ. One Sunday, she went to church with her roommate.
I just wanted to know something greater than myself. Desperately wanted that, because myself wasn't doing very good.
She gave her life to Christ and left the Amish way of life.
As a believer, I discovered that I need to really seek God with all my heart. I got to the place where I trust God.
But she was still dealing with fear and started having panic attacks. Now 22, she married an old friend named Benji. She had never told anyone about the abuse, but she felt she had finally found someone she could trust.
I knew that he would care and he would take me serious and that he would listen.
One night, Kathy had another panic attack.
Felt all this anxiety and terrible fear, couldn't even function, was crying, and Benji was holding me, and he said, honey, have you ever talked to God in a real way about all the hurt and the pain? Just laid it out on the table before God and said, God, just take this from me. I just opened up to God and I said, just take everything. And I laid it all out in detail. I explained everything that was in there that was hurting me. I could just feel his presence so strong, and he just took it from me, and I never had a panic attack again after that night.
Kathy went to a Christian counselor, and over time, she was able to shed the feelings of anger and self-hatred.
God gave everybody a choice. And the same as he gave my abuser the choice to abuse me and many other kids, he also gave me a choice as what I'll do with it. I had a good counselor to help me work through things. I had God. I just had people around me that were very key in helping me on my healing journey.
Today, she and Benji have 4 daughters, and Kathy mentors young women who are survivors of sexual abuse. She loves to tell them how Jesus freed her from the pain of her past.
To me, Jesus is the reason that I can enjoy life, really. And he's the reason that I'm free of the things that were holding me back. I'm so thankful for that.